the high growth rate of population. So just increasing the population, what it leads to decreasing in the per capita income. There are so many families depends on agriculture, but contribution by the agriculture but income by the agriculture is very less. That unemployment is a situation which people having the ability to work, if it is not possible to meet your basic requirements, so it is considered as unemployment. Namaste my dear students, Shubha Hebba here, Faculty of Commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Dear students, a warm welcome to this session. Yes, we were discussing about real problems of Indian economy, that is poverty, and another one unemployment, and another one income inequalities. Yes, in this session, we are going to discuss about the further discussion of poverty and unemployment. Yes, dear students, once again, a welcome to the session. Let us start the session with different content. Yes, what are the contents? The first one, here we are going to discuss about the causes of poverty. In the previous session, just we have discussed the meaning of poverty and trends of poverty and estimations of poverty. Those are all we have discussed. But here, what are the real causes of poverty, and also the second problems of our economic system, that is unemployment. What is the real meaning of unemployment, and what are the different types of unemployment? There are majorly 4 types of unemployment that we are going to discuss. And next one, that unemployment rate and trends. What are the real trends of unemployment in India? That we are going to discuss. What are the real causes of unemployment? Those are all we are going to discuss in this session. Yes, without knowing the causes, it is not possible to find the solutions. That is why it is very required to know what are the real causes of our problems of poverty or problems of economic system. As we discussed in the previous classes, that poverty is one of the major detention for economic development. And what are the reason behind we are still developing, not yet developed? Yes, that is the major problems, poverty. Still the date we are facing the problems of poverty. What are the causes of poverty? I have listed very important few causes here. That first one, exploitation under British rule. Yes, Britishers ruthlessly exploited our country during the colonial period. Our vast natural resources were plundered. Just they have destroyed our cottage and small scale industries, and they have focused on improve the industries of home countries. So that is the major reason behind still remaining the poverty, which means just they have plundered our natural resources. Just they have drained the wealth of our country. Yes, what is the second one? Is the high growth rate of population. So just increasing the population, what it leads to decreasing in the per capita income, which means it is not enough to meet the basic necessaries what they are gaining the income. So this is the second one. So increasing in the population, which leads to decreasing in the per capita income. And the next one, that backward agriculture system. More than 58% of total population depends on agriculture, that traditional based cultivation or that backward or that primitive methods of cultivation. So which leads to very less amount of yielding by that agriculture, and what it leads to just very less amount of income to the family. There are so many families depends on agriculture, but contribution by the agriculture but income by the agriculture is very less. So most of the families belongs to agriculture sectors. Yes, next one, economic inequalities. So this is the major reason behind the poor. What do you mean by economic inequalities? So how it is affected the poverty? So economic inequalities, which tells about the distribution of wealth and income, unequal distributions of wealth and income, which means a large sections of total population forced to the poverty because of concentrations of wealth and income in hands of few people. That is the reason economic inequalities. And the next one, that is low resource basis. Low resource basis means at presently a large sections of poor people in rural areas, they don't have lands, or just they may have very tiny lands, but it is not enough to meet their important necessaries. Just it make to debt into trap. And the second one, if belongs to that urban area poor, so what happen, or rickshaw drivers, petty shop vendors, these are all people, they don't have enough resources or they don't have enough funds to meet their regular necessaries. So that is considered as a low resource basis. And the next one, unemployment. We know that unemployment is directly contribute to poverty, which means the position, it is not possible to gain anything. So what it shows, that's no income, which leads to poverty again. Okay, and next one, regional imbalance. What is the regional imbalance? Some places popularized by plenty availability of natural resources, some places just popularized by human resources, but some places they may don't have any specialties. So how it is contribute to poverty? So just they should know about how to utilize the resources. And if you consider that so many states, they may have, for example, Punjab, Haryana, just they are developing. If you are considering Orissa, Bihar, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, those are all places it is not getting developed comparing to that Punjab, Haryana, like that places. So there may be so many reasons behind it, but we can recognize number of poor just concentrated on that Orissa, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, like that places, and some other places economically growing. So this is also one of the important point. And next one, inflationary pressures. Inflationary pressures, which means just increasing the price of the commodities, which leads to decreasing the purchasing power of the persons. So it is not possible to purchase day-to-day necessaries. What is the meaning of poverty? It is not possible to get minimum basic necessaries. So just increasing the rate of food articles, increasing the rate of essential items. So what happens? It is decreasing in the purchasing power of the commodity and it is perpetuating poverty. Okay, and next one, vicious circle of poverty. What do you mean by vicious circle of poverty? Here poverty considered as a cause and effect also, that poverty which leads to poverty. How it is? The poverty, it is not possible to invest, which means it is not possible to gain the income. If it is not possible to gain the income, we can't invest. But no income, no savings, no investment, and again it's come to no income. So poverty is caused for poverty. That at presently India is suffering from that vicious circle of poverty. And the next one, so remaining factors that is considered as a social factors, indebtedness, illiteracy, ignorance, lack of skills, and lack of infrastructure facilities. So these are all the different factors which affected the poverty. Okay, so just I have listed very important few points here. There are so many causes which increasing the number of poor in our country. Okay, and till here just we are discussed what is the meaning of poverty and measurement of poverty, just how to estimate the poverty and what are the different estimations, and also we have discussed trends of poverty, and also we have discussed causes of poverty. Next, another one important problems, that is unemployment. Yes, after getting degree, you may join for further studies or you may find a different job opportunities. If it is required for you, you can go with job. But is it possible to get employment opportunities what you want? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Because it is depends upon income. Income from your job. The satisfactions of job that depends upon income. Is it? Yes, if it is not bring that much amount of income, which means it is not possible to meet your requirements. So can we called you are working, you are an employer? Yes, so that is we are going to discuss unemployment. What do you mean by unemployment? Yes, see that unemployment is a situation which people having the ability to work. Okay, people having ability to work and willingness to do the work, but existing wages and conditions are not gainfully. It is called unemployment. Okay, if it is not possible to meet your basic requirements, so it is considered as unemployment. And also we can consider another one meaning, the person have ability to do the work, and yes, of course, he has a willing to do the work, and if it is not possible to get the job opportunities, it is called unemployment. Okay, so what do you mean by unemployment? The situation in which the people having ability to work and willingness to do the work, but existing wages and conditions are not gainfully. It is considered as unemployment. Yes, let us discuss what are the different types of unemployment. First one, that is open unemployment. What do you mean by open unemployment? Open unemployment, which means the people having ability to do the work, if it is not possible to get the opportunities, job opportunities, or it is not gainfully employed. So that is considered as open unemployment. Okay. And the second one, disguised unemployment, which means it is a situation there are large number of workers, they are working instead of number of works required. Which means if just requirement of 3%, instead of doing 3%, just 10% are doing. So it is considered as disguised unemployment. That marginal productivity is zero in the discussed unemployment, and that marginal productivity and contribution, it is near to zero due to overemployment. Okay, so in this discussed unemployment. And the next one, seasonal unemployment. Seasonal unemployment, in this situation, just sometime they may have employment opportunities and sometime they don't have opportunity to earnings. So it is a seasonal in nature and it is common phenomena in our country. For example, it is depends upon nature, how it is. If you're considering agriculture system, just in a sowing and harvesting season, that peasant family and other person may get heavy work in during that particular situations. And post harvesting and pre-sowing season, they don't have any work to do. So that time they will be unengaged. Okay, so that types of employment is called that seasonal unemployment. Okay, during the particular time they may have work and other time they don't have work. So that is considered as a seasonal unemployment. And the next one, urban unemployment. So it is like a cyclical in nature. Urban unemployment occurs due to recessions or economic crisis. So on the particular time, there were so many people may lost their jobs. So that is considered as urban unemployment. For example, due to COVID lockdown conditions, there were so many persons lost their jobs. So on the particular time, the rate of unemployment is increasing. So that is considered as urban unemployment. Okay, so the first one, open unemployment, disguised unemployment, and that seasonal unemployment and urban unemployment. There are 4 types of unemployment. Okay, and the next one, how to measuring the unemployment and what are the trends of unemployment in India. Yes, that is rate of unemployment. How to measure the rate of unemployment? Number of unemployed persons per 1000 employed persons. Okay, number of unemployed person per 1000 labor force or 1000 employed persons. So this is the formula to calculate the rate of unemployment. That unemployment rate is equals to number of unemployed person divided by total labor force into 1000. Okay, so this is the rate. And the next one, trends of unemployment. Here I am taking there is a 2 important data. Yes, 2011 and 12 and 2020 and 21. Yes, that unemployment rates are more in females than males in rural and urban area. Compared to that rural and urban area, yes, more in urban areas than rural areas. So just a female, that unemployment rates is more in females. There were so many reasons. They might not have a proper educations, lack of skills, or just lack of trainings, so lack of opportunities. So those are all which leads to increasing in the female unemployment rate. And just urban areas, what is the reason? In the rural area, that agriculture will provide the employment opportunities, but income is very less. But in the urban area, that unemployment rate is more comparing to that rural areas. Yes, see here, that is Labor Bureau unemployment rate is that 3.8%. 3.8% in 2011 and 2012 and 7.11% in 2020 and 21. Yes, here that 3.8% in India, 2011 and 12, just it is declining. But here just we are taking that quite increasing in that 2021 due to, already as I told, that was that COVID lockdown period. There were so many persons lost their jobs. That is why that economic crisis, okay, that recessions. That is the main reason for increasing in the unemployment rate in during the particular period. Okay, so this is the trends of unemployment in India. Yes, next important topic, that is the causes of unemployment. What is the real causes? Just I have listed very few important causes here. First one, that is exclusive growth of population. Yes, it is not possible to open the opportunities for all the persons. Just the ratio of increasing the population is very high, but comparing to economic growth is very less. Okay, so that is the main reason. And second one, slow growth process. That economic growth indicated by improving the service sector, with just improving the industrial sector, improving the agriculture sector, infrastructure development. So the process of developing of these are all sectors is very slow. So the creations of employment opportunities also very slow. And the next one, that defective education system, that we should agree about the defective education system. We don't have any practical or applicable education syllabus, that we should agree ourselves. Is it? Yes, that a defective education system, which means after joining the job, then we have to get training, then afterwards we can do the works. So in India, there is a long distance between employment and education. See, just so many students will do the MBA and they appointed as a different professional positions, which is not belongs to that MBA concept. Is it? So that is the major system what we are in. Okay. Next one, that is slow growth of industrializations. After agriculture sector, industry is considered as a secondary sector, and of course industrialization, which shows that increasing in the employment opportunities, but the growth rate of industrialization is very less. And the next one, economic recessions. See, this is the major problems which have directly affected the economic system of our country by increasing the rate of unemployment. So these are all different causes of unemployment. Yes, my dear students, already as I told, why we have to find the causes. We should find the causes for finding the solutions. Just I have listed very few factors here, but there are so many factors which directly contributing the unemployment situations. Yes, my dear students, I'm coming to the end of this session. Yes, just we have discussed causes of poverty and unemployment, concept of unemployment, meaning, trends, and also we have discussed causes of unemployment. I hope you are able to understand these are all topics. Furtherly, we will discuss about how to eradicate the poverty and unemployment and what are the different measures taken by the government to eradicate the poverty, and another one important problems of our economy, that is income inequalities. Yes, I hope you understand the concept. Thank you, my dear students, for being a part of this session, and keep watching, read well. Thank you, one and all.